On the 30th of March in the year 1968, the Most Holy Virgin of Carmel appeared for the first time to 4 girls from the village of El Palmar de Troya, Spain, over a lentisk tree. Nothing is left of the tree of this first apparition, as the devotees cut off its branches as precious relics. In the exact spot a small wooden cross was set up, and about it the prayers were said and the seers received their heavenly visits. 29th of January, 1974, Sacred Place of the Lentisco in El Palmar de Troya. The Virgin Mary appeared to Clemente Dominguez and gave him the following message.
My dear children, my words to all the groups who authentically love my title of Mother of Palmar are these. It is my motherly wish that this sacred place take on a more worthy character for divine worship, and it will be as follows. This enclosure must be worthily covered by a decent roof. It could well be of tiles, but attractive in consonance with love for your mother, and in the cupola, as the monument's crown, the figure of Christ the King should be placed, in honor of this mount which bears his name. And for stormy days which impede the celebration of the holy sacrifice, have coverings prepared for the back and sides. Just how is in your hands. Ensure that it be in harmony with the whole monument. I commend this to all the groups of Spain and abroad, especially to the groups of Valencia. Let them primarily take charge of this task. Little by little you will have the chapel of El Palmar. Slowly, but the work is in hand. Carry out this mission with all your hearts for the greater glory of God and splendor of divine worship. I bless you.
10th of March, 1974. Sacred Place of the Lentisco in El Palmar de Troya. The Lord appeared to Clemente Dominguez and gave him the following message.
My dear children, the roof for this sacred place is urgent. I address all the children of my most holy mother spread throughout the world. Contribute to the work of this sacred place. To be specific, I want it to be entitled Sanctuary of Our Mother of Palmar. This area to be roofed will be called that, an oratory of the Holy Face. However, the collaboration of all the apostles spread throughout the world is needed, because this transcending work, which authentic divine worship merits. Furthermore, be at peace, because you will see the finished work, following trials, sufferings, sacrifices, struggles and the required cross for each of you. Be at peace, because the work will be carried out. It will be a beautiful and attractive work, and will draw many and convert many. It will be the calling from the road. Many sinners will be converted in this sacred place. It is worthwhile, my little children, to collaborate in an apostolic work. Let each open his heart wide and meditate on this work. And this work is for everyone, each according to the measure of his means. That is the tithe this work requires, and your recompense will be 100-fold. All these things must be spoken of, as they are also part of doctrine, since they affect the salvation of souls and the greater worship of God. Above all, I make this special calling for collaboration to the apostles of Valencia, and then to all in general. Surely one day you would like to say to yourself, when you contemplate that project, I too did my bit. With God's help I was able to contribute to it being grand and beautiful. I assure you that your collaboration will not be in vain, rather greatly recompensed. Transmit these words of mine to all the authentic groups of devotees of our Mother of Palmar. I bless you.
On the 30th of May, 1975, Clemente Dominguez received the following message from our Lord Jesus Christ about the construction of the sanctuary of our Mother of Palmar.
Beloved little children, attention to the sacred sanctuary. It is my inflexible order that, after the wheat has been harvested, wheat which I gave, work begin, whatever happens, cost what it may. The hour has come. After the wheat, the works on the sanctuary are to begin. The funds will come. Don't worry. Ask and you shall receive. Beloved little children, not just in appearance, but in reality, fine wheat, a good harvest. Thanks to my intervention. What less than to demand an acre for me and for the Queen? My blessing on the works. Valor and onwards.
of May 1977. Sacred place of the Lentisco in El Palmar de Troya. The Most Holy Virgin Mary appeared to the Bishop Primate Father Ferdinand and gave the seer the following message.
And now all the devotees of El Palmar de Troya spread through all nations need to know that the Holy Metropolitan and Patriarchal Cathedral Church of El Palmar de Troya is under construction. Economic help is very necessary, however, so that it be a grand, beautiful, and artistic cathedral. Raindrops, so should economic help shower down for the construction of the Holy Cathedral Church. Worthy of this sacred place. A shower of economic help is therefore necessary, just like a shower of El Palmar de Troya. Otherwise this work will not be possible, and then many blessings and graces will be lost, because all those who play a part in the construction of a worthy shrine in my honor receive lavish blessings and graces. So for this work of El Palmar de Troya, for this order of Carmelites of the Holy Face, lavish help is needed. Not only by prayer and by penance, but by economic participation as well. For the order must go on ahead, and has to construct this cathedral, and the cathedral has to be large, beautiful, and artistic. Everything has to be spoken of. It is natural to speak with children in this way. If there is no help, there is no construction. So it is very necessary that hearts be very generous, yes, very generous. Christ will repay you 100-fold in this life and in the next, above all in the next, all of you who contribute something towards this work.
August 6, 1978. Our Lord Jesus Christ.
There is great joy in heaven on this day of the Transfiguration on Mount Thabor. Now the mount called Christ the King is transfigured into Mount Thabor owing to the splendor which the Church will enjoy in this apocalyptic time, in this time of catacombs. You now see the Church of our Crowned Mother of Palmar being constructed, consolidated materially, which spiritually is the Church living in the desert, the Church in El Palmar de Troya.
9th of August, 1978. The Most Holy Virgin Mary appeared to the Sovereign Pontiff, Pope Gregory XVII, and gave the seer the following message.
My little children, Saint John Bosco's prophecy on the election of the Pope has been perfectly fulfilled. As likewise the construction of that great church which will be the Cathedral of El Palmar de Troya, the great apocalyptic church, will come true. Spend all that may be necessary on the great cathedral, so that it be the greatest and most beautiful in the world, so that it accord with the mission of the great Pontiff Gregory XVII.